the second time around?
I wouldn't say easier. I think maybe I got a little bit more used to the schedule of anything. But the day is still sun up to sundown, so it's still long.
And where have you been specifically working on?
I've been playing a little bit of both from the boundary and field outside. I've been getting a little bit more of the field outside recently, but I've been going back and forth really each day.
Where do you feel most comfortable at?
I mean, realistically, wherever the team needs me, but I would say now that I played both and kind of know what I'm doing with both, I don't really have a preference.
Where do you think you've grown the most since the end of last season to now?
From here in the last season, I would say probably just being more mature and taking care of myself, outside of just practice, taking time to really learn our schemes and game plan stuff and also our defense. Also just taking care of myself, my body and everything too.
How's your body changed since you got here last year?
Probably definitely got bigger for sure. Just being more flexible, I say. I was definitely stiff when I first came here. I never was really a big stretcher or really took care of my body in high school too much. But I would say now I've definitely grown a little bit and got a little bigger. But I would say I just move a lot better than how I used to.
How much does it open things up for you as a player? Just you talk about spending more time in the playbook, really getting the scheme down. I assume you probably include the film room as well. Just how much does that really open up the field and just help what you're able to do out there?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody learns differently. Me personally, I found out that writing stuff down has helped me a lot and trying to grow myself and learn our defense better. Just in the film room and being with the guys, also, going from their point of view when they're out there, like Kyle and Heem and Bray when he was out there too, just going off of what they're saying and then kind of just adding technique to it and just trying to grow my game really.
What are some of the specific things that you've picked up from Kyle and Rasheed and some of those guys?
Just being confident in what I believe, not really hesitating. I feel like last year they grew even during the season and just being more confident in themselves and just playing fast, being confident, and that's probably the main things I've gotten from them for sure.
Your name's okay. Your name has come up a lot when talking to coach, when talking with teammates. Just what have you been doing in camp to really stand out?
Just controlling what I can control. Doing our controllables. That's something we talk about, and then just our four main things of attitude, effort, and toughness, and knowledge. Also, just applying everything really. And I guess it's been doing something right a little bit if my name's getting talked about. So.
With your family so close, how often do you make it home? Do you try to compartmentalize, stay at Pitt, or do you just get away?
I would say I get away a lot. I definitely do go home. My family had a little family reunion thing that I missed out on, which kind of sucked. But from being so close, it's been if I need to go home, I'll go home and go see my family and everything. Or if they come to me, that's never a problem either. But it's never been an issue or nothing like that. I think, honestly, it's probably been great for me, even just from transitioning to high school to college now.
So many of these years where, Pitt's done well in sacks, you always get some of the linebackers, you always get some of the defensive ends, but a lot of times it's been the defensive tackles, guys like Elijah, who kind of really elevated that number. How do you feel like you guys are doing up front in the interior, getting penetration and attacking more?
I think we're doing the best it's been. Since last year, we've all grown. Me, Francis, Ghost, Nick. I feel we're all, great players. We're getting all that penetration. We're getting to the quarterback. I think we'll have a great success this year, rushing the passer.
Your coaches coach you up with the intention of we need you guys to go get sacks, or do they want you to kind of? I think of defensive tackles as they kind of eat up blockers and everything like that. Is that how they coach you, or do they want you guys to get to the quarterback and get those sacks yourselves?
Oh yeah, they want us to do anything we can for the team. They want us to cause havoc. If it's sacks, TFLs, just be causing havoc back there. Do whatever we can for the team.
You've seen maybe in the second year of Coach Dallas coaching you guys, any changes, just the way he's been coaching you?
Oh yeah, he's Coach House is a great coach. You know, I love him. You know, he's hard on us. You know, he wants to get us better. You know, he's energetic, passionate for the game. You know, I think he teaches us great, and we'll be very good this year under his leadership.
Now that you've had a couple of weeks to see them, what are your impressions on the transfers that have come into the defensive line?
Oh, I think they're great. You know, Jaden Moore, Blaine Spires, and Joey Zielinski, I think they're great additions to our room. They've been playing great. You know, they were all here in the spring, too. You know, I think they've even improved from then. I think they're a great addition to our D-line.
How have you seen Francis grow during his time here?
Francis, I mean, ever since he got here, he was a freak. I mean, but, yeah, it's just more experience for him has done him so well. Like, you know, last year, true freshman, he's out there. Now that he has that year under his belt, got spring ball again. In this camp, he's been playing great. You know, he's a disruptor. Monster. I mean, yeah, it'll be exciting to watch what he does this year.
How strong do you feel like the depth is for you guys at tackle, and just how important is that just to have a lot of guys without any drop off, be able to go in there, stay fresh, and just spread the snaps around?
Oh, I think, yeah, there's no fall off in the depth. I mean, me, Francis, Ghost, Nick, Brad. I mean, I think we're all, you know, great players, and we can all go in there. When one of us get tired, put another one in, I think there'll be no change. I think we're all great players, and we'll do great things.
What are some of the things that you try to work on yourself coming off the last year getting better?
You know, for me, it was getting that pass rush down. You know, I felt like I did a great job in the run. You know, I've been working that pass rush throughout the spring, summer, and then this camp, I think I've improved on it, and I'm excited to show it this season.
Go ahead.
What have the battles looked like so far, just on the offensive line, particularly some of those guards? Anyone sticking out, giving you some good competition?
Yeah, I think, yeah, we got great guards. You know, BJ and Keith are guys. I think Jackson Brown's a great player. Isaiah Montgomery, Ryan Coretta. I think they're all capable of the job, and, you know, we'll see how it unfolds.
Has there been anyone on the offensive end that you've had to go against that stood out more or surprised you at all?
Can you repeat that for me, please?
Has there been anyone on the offensive side that you've gone up against that maybe has stood out more or surprised you at all?
I mean, going against BJ and Lyndon Cooper, I mean, they're some guys, you know, so that's great competition going against them. I think Jackson Brown's, he'll be a good player, I think, and Ryan Coretta as well.
Early on the first day of training camp, when I talked to Eli Goldstein, he labeled you as someone who could be an elite receiver. How do you try to live up to that? How do you view?
Just being consistent and being consistent in what I'm doing and being consistent in my spot, so where Eli can be an elite quarterback as well, because I'm in elite places for him to put the ball in the right places, and really just that consistency, just showing him I can keep doing it, play in and play out.
Coach Narduzzi said he feels like you've matured and grown up and really started to focus on the details from last year. How do you think that will better help your game, just in terms of?
I think it'll help me play faster. I think it will help me see coverages faster. I think I will be able to digest and process the game a lot faster. Just being able to learn from the defensive guys and talk to the defensive guys all the time. Like, those guys over there are so smart, and I learn from them, and they really help me, like, in game. Like, it's a lot of stuff that I see in game that they talk to me about, and I just love going against them because they prepare me for that.
Which corner is giving you the toughest matchup out there right now?
I don't say any corner gives me the toughest matchup just because that's receiver mentality, but our corner, like, we have a great core. Cornerbacks Drip, Rashad Battle, Sean Murray, Mondo, like those guys, like, they so physical, they strong, they're lanky, they're fast, they get in and out of their breaks, and they're smart. Like, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing I take away from our cornerbacks is, like, they're so smart and so intelligent, and they help me out. Like, that's why I just love them boys, and I appreciate them boys.
How's it going on kick return?
Great. We got some stuff cooking up, and we're just really just making sure we get into those details right now, and and really, because we want to rip people this year on kick return. That field position is such a big factor. If we can start the ball, plus 30, plus 35, and scheming that up with Coach Bro. Coach Bro's a genius. Him, Coach Dodd, like the way that they put things together and orchestrate things is amazing.
A question you probably hear a lot, just you as a wide receiver, just in general, just how are you different this year? How have you gotten better from one year to the next? But as it pertains to returning kicks, how do you get better as a kick returner? Is that something that you try to do the same thing with, like just how do you improve as a kick returner?
Really just being fast, but being patient as well. Like, making sure that I'm lining things up and I'm setting things up the way that I need to for the blockers, and just helping my guys out to where we can get the best seams and the best fits for each return.
Coach Hernandez the other day floated the idea of maybe you or Tyreek taking some snaps out of the backfield. That you had to do that yet?
We mix it in, get it in every once in a while, just being ready for it. Obviously that stuff will be game planned, and if that's what we need to do, if that's the best matchup for that game, that's what we'll do.
Coach keeps bringing up Zion. How have you seen him grow, especially through these first couple weeks of camp?
Like, I can't even put words on the amount of growth that Zion has had. Me and Zion came at the same time, so I saw him. We were 17, so. Like his growth and his routes and his patience and he's starting to become like a true receiver and really like paying attention to those details. He had a route today that I ain't gonna lie, it was smooth. He's been putting on a clinic, so I'm really excited for Zion, and I think he's gonna have a huge year too. Like he's good, like real good.
We've seen Dion Lewis out there the past couple of days helping out with the running backs, but has he talked to the team as a whole or to even the wide receivers?
Yeah, I think he's gotten around to talk to pretty much every position group. He's a real cool dude. Like it's nice to see like those high level guys like just be regular people, and just like the way that they approach life, and just asking them questions, and just taking knowledge from him, and he's a great guy, and I appreciate him.
Anything you've specifically learned from him?
Just like some things in the backfield. Like I like working with the running backs just because I feel like even at receiver, like all that stuff plays in hand once I get the ball, like scanning and looking up the field and making sure I set things up, and really. He's a dude, so I can really just watch his tape and see what he had going on. But he's been dropping nuggets for us all. I appreciate him.
Do all the receivers do that with running backs to try and learn from that, or is that something that you've kind of been prioritizing for your game?
That's kind of something I prioritize for my game. Like I go down, I look at the D-line stuff. I look at every position and see what I can take from their position. Like, I even look at the O-line. How can I improve my blocking, and like their hand placement and like their drive phases, all that stuff. So just being knowledgeable. Like that's the biggest thing. I just want to take in all the knowledge that I can from everybody.
What's the single biggest area where you think the receivers need to improve this year?
I think this year our biggest focus needs to be after the catch. After the catch, being explosive, creating plays, taking hitches to the cribs, taking slants to the crib. We need big plays, big explosive plays, catch and run. I think that's the biggest emphasis this year for us.
What's the key to that? Ball placement, timing with the quarterbacks? What is it?
Yeah, it's kind of everything. The timing's got to be there with the quarterback. We got to be at our spots at the right time. That's the thing. We can't be there too fast, too slow. We got to be at our spots where our spots are for each route at the right time, and the quarterback's got to be on the same pace with us so that we can catch, turn up the field, and go.
He talked about that too. He said he also been trying to get stronger this offseason so that he could run and really have to catch. That there's something on the receivers too, like you guys have to be better. I guess physically.
Yeah, I think I think all of that is very like situational. I mean, you can't really plan your catching and run. So really just opportunity this year and just having those reps with the quarterbacks, like that made us way better, and we just go keep advancing on that.
Coach Narduzzi also mentioned the communication you and Eli have with each other. I know you and I talked about it on media day. You said you guys have always clicked right from the beginning.
Yeah.
How much do you think that just having that relationship can elevate both of your games this year?
I just think that Eli knows where I'm going to be at. Eli knows what I'm feeling, and he knows the type of leverages I like for certain things, and he can just feel that. And I think that's going to be the biggest thing for us. Like now, like last year, I feel like there were points in time where we were kind of off page. We didn't know what we were feeling, what we were thinking. But like this off season, like we've got time to look at coverages. We had time to look at specific routes, certain leverages and things, and how we want. And just having that communication, even on bad plays, me and Eli talk like, what do we see here? Like, what would you want me to do? And stuff like that. So the communication between me and Eli's been great, and I'm excited. I'm excited for this year.
Have you taken any reps with Cole, and if so, what have you noticed about Cole?
He's a gunslinger. The dude's gonna throw the ball, and he's smart, real smart. Like, he understands coverages, he understands spots, he understands what he needs to do. I think Cole's ready. Cole's ready. He's polished. He looks good. Looks good.
I want to get your take on this because we just asked Kenny about where the receivers need to improve. He mentioned yards after the catch. And I was just looking at the stats as he was talking, and Pro Football Focus says you and Gavin both average more yards after the catch per reception than like Kenny and Poppy Williams and Kanate and those guys. Is that just sort of a product of the kind of passes you guys are catching, or what would you attribute that to?
I mean, I think just as tight ends, we focus so much in the tight end room as being physical after the catch, and something that Coach Bro really emphasizes is what we can do in the, what separates good tight ends from great tight ends is what can you do with the ball in your hand after you catch the ball. So, I mean, the receivers have been doing an amazing job this entire offseason and focusing in that. I know Kenny just mentioned that, and they've definitely been doing that, and we've seen that as a tight end room. So we're excited now as an offense to go attack any defense that's put in front of us and get as many yards after the catch as we can.
What does being able to get yards after the catch do for an offense? I mean, obviously, it's good to get yards after the catch, but I mean, does it open up anything, for ensuing plays if you guys are exposed to it?
Yeah, I mean, it obviously sets up the next down. That's the first thing that's important. Is it makes the down and distance a lot more manageable. I think one of the things that we really focus on as a tight end room is it really can change momentum. I think when you catch a ball and you get upfield and you get vertical and you get those what we call like dirty extra yards. I think that really sets a tone, and that can get the offense some motivation, some momentum heading into that drive and really into the game.
We talked to Malachi Thomas yesterday, and he said that last year he didn't have as good of a handle on the playbook. This year he does. How have you seen him just solidify himself?
Yeah, it's been great. Malachi he's a young tight end with a lot of talent, and coming into college, there's obviously a lot of changes, learning a new offense, and with Coach Bell's offense, there's just so many different intricacies, which is just something that's so special for this offense. So being able to see that growth in Malachi has just been awesome. Really, just as a whole tight end room, we've been able to take that step. I mean, for all of us, it was new. Not only for Malachi, for me, for Coach Bro, even like we all have been learning the playbook, and heading into year 2, we are so much more comfortable as a unit, but also as an offense, and that's just been showing in really every single practice this entire camp. It's been really, really fun to go out there and play comfortable.
Max Hunt is a name we've heard once or twice from Coach Narduzzi over the span of camp. Obviously, he's the young guy in the room. Just curious what you could tell us about him, what you've seen out of him, and where you think he's at right now.
Yeah, I think Max has a lot of upside. He's got a great frame. I think he's continuing to work hard in the weight room, work hard with our dietitian staff and putting weight on. I think that's his biggest thing right now. But he has a lot of upside. I think he's great in the route game, and he's a real smooth pass catcher. And then I think I've been working with Max a lot, kind of of taking him under my wing and just showing him, that there's more to football than just catching the ball, and it's as a tight end just getting down and dirty and blocking those defensive end and those Mike linebackers. So Max has been just on a steady incline, which has been so cool to see from a young guy. That's really important to see guys who are continuing to just stay on that upward trend, and that's Max Hunt to the T right there.
Who on the defensive end has given you the biggest challenge or has surprised you the most?
There's a lot of good guys on the defensive line. I mean, we're going against DNs a lot. Jimmy Scott's always a guy who gives a great look. Nate Temple's returning now for his 7th year. He gives a good look. Jalen Moore, the transfer from Oregon, he gives good looks. Joey Zielinski's been pretty good. I've had fun going against him. He gives a great look. I think he's physical. He's good with his hands. He's also played a lot of ball. So Joey's done a great job. Blaine. I mean, that room is honestly extremely talented. I'm excited to see them go out and attack some quarterbacks this year because they're all super talented players.
Did you know anything about Justin Holmes before he came here?
No, I didn't know anything about Justin, but it's been a pleasure to get to know the kid, not only on the field but off the field. He's one of my good buddies, and we've been able to get to know each other obviously a little bit more now. And yeah, he's a great kid, great addition to the program.
We've been kind of marveling at the fact that Marshall listed him at like 6 foot.
Yeah.
And so it looked like he was like a fullback or something. He gets here, he's obviously bigger. Were you like surprised when you actually saw him and met him in person?
No, I wasn't surprised. I mean, I think we knew. We got him here on a visit, so we were able to get eyes on him, pretty quickly. You guys didn't probably get to see all that, and there's a lot of speculation in the media about things like that. But Justin's got a great frame, and he's able to go out, and he's been really efficient in the run game, and because of that, it's opened up stuff in the pass game for him, and he's going to be a great weapon in this offense this year.